Welcome to the Mind and Body Habits podcast, where we discuss wellness, biohacking, and science-based tools for everyday life. I'm Victor Adam, and I'm an eating disorder survivor. Hello, and welcome to the second episode of Mind and Body Habits. And today we are going to talk about sleep and why sleep is the ultimate game changer for our bodies and minds.
Can you explain the importance of sleep in maintaining both mental and physical health?
Sure, so to make it simple, imagine your brain as a super busy office. And sleep is a time when all the workers, which are the neurons in your brain, clean up, organize files, and get ready for the next big day. When you sleep, your brain processes memories, gets rid of waste, and prepares you to tackle the day ahead. Plus, your body is in full-on repair mode, healing muscles, boosting your immune system, and balancing your hormones, which are so important for the woman. Without enough sleep, it's like your office is always in chaos, leading to stress, anxiety, a lot of problems, and even health issues, which are the biggest problem that we can have in our lives, like heart disease, diabetes, or even some mental health problem like anorexia, for example. So let's prioritize our sleep and keep that office running smoothly. So if you want some of my tips, personally, I remember during final weeks when I was back at my university, I was surviving just with a few hours of sleep each night. And my mood was all over the place. I couldn't focus and I felt like a zombie. So once I really started prioritizing my sleep, everything changed. My grades improved, I was happier, and I felt more energized. So sleep really is your game changer.
How do sleep and wakefulness interact to regulate our overall well-being?
Sleep and wakefulness are like your dynamic duo, They need each other to keep you feeling fabulous and pretty and all of the time with all the good energies that you need. So think of sleep as the foundation of a house. Without a strong foundation, everything else gets shaky and cannot be built. Nothing can be built from that. So quality sleep makes you sharp, focused, and in a good mood during the day. You will be more productive during the day. Meanwhile, how you spend your day impacts how well you sleep at night. This balance is controlled by adenosine, which is the sleep-inducing chemical, and your circadian rhythm, which is your body natural clock. So when you get it right, it's like a well-choreographed dance, keeping you energized and ready to take on the world. If I can give you an advice, I would say that if you've ever pulled an all-nighter and you know how hard it is to stay awake the next day, right? And this is because your body hasn't had the chance to recharge. But when you get a good night's sleep, you wake up feeling refreshed and ready to conquer the day. So this is the most important. Try to sleep as early as you can. And it's all about finding that perfect balance between sleep and wakefulness. And you will see that there's timing before midnight that you need to go to bed. And like that, when you wake up in the morning, you will see maybe at if you go to sleep it's 11 and then you wake up it's 7, you add your 8 hours of sleep, or you even wake up it's 8, you add your 9 hours of sleep, then obviously you will see that it changes a lot because you will feel more energized. So try it.
What are some practical tips for improving sleep quality and duration?
This is a good question because, of course, sometimes we say, oh, I just don't succeed to sleep, but I don't know why, and I don't know how to improve it. But this is the good news. There is some practical tips for you to help you to improve your sleep quality and how long you sleep. So to become a sleep superstar, these are my practical tips. So first, stick to a regular sleep schedule, even on weekends. Sometimes you might say, the weekends, yes, I can sleep more, or yes, I can go to bed later, go out, and then I can wake up at 11 in the morning or 1 in the afternoon. But actually, this is not the best things to do. And when you realize that each day, consistently, you will go to bed at the same time and wake up at the same time, this will help set your body's internal clock. So A second advice would be create a sleep-friendly environment. Keep your bedroom cool, in the dark. Try to not have a lot of light when you sleep, because when you have a lot of light, then your brain is saying, oh, maybe it's not time for me to sleep. And be in a quiet environment. This will really help you to sleep better, because if you have noise, your brain is always trying to work because he's hearing some noise. So try to say goodbye to caffeine and the screens, your computer and your phone, which is really small, at least an hour before bed, as they can mess with your sleep hormones. So try some relaxation techniques, like for example, deep breathing, meditation before going to sleep. This could help really a lot, help you to go to sleep easier. And a consistent bedtime routine, as I told you, signals your body that it's time to sleep. And don't underestimate the power of a good mattress, a good pillows. When you feel good in your bed, you will sleep way better. You see, sometimes you just change, you go on holidays, and you say, oh, it's weird, I don't manage to sleep as well as at home. It's because when you are in your environment, you are used to your own mattress, your own pillows, then obviously you will sleep better. So be careful with that. This can totally change your sleep game. And if I can tell you something about what happened, is that I used to struggle a lot with falling asleep. And then I discovered really the magic of a bedtime routine. And I start with reading a book. And for example, now what I do each night is that I have my book next to my bed. And each night before falling asleep, I told myself, I need to read these 2 pages of this book. And I read these 2 pages of this book and then I go to sleep. So reading a book is really something that now is in my routine. And personally, when you read, you will see that it's really easy for you to after go to bed, because it's bring down, it calm you down. And when it calm you down, try to find something that calm you down. So try reading and you will see that maybe you will go to sleep better. And you can even finish just before you go to bed after the reading. Just try to do some deep breathing exercises. You will see maybe it will be really useful for you. So really, reading is my little rituals that tells my body, oh, it's time to sleep. Because I sleep, I go to bed, it's a routine. So it's sending the signals to my body. And it works wonders.
How can one effectively manage difficulties in falling asleep or staying asleep?
Yeah, this is a good question, because I hear a lot of people telling me, oh, I have a lot of difficulties falling asleep. It's really hard for me. I can spend 1 hour, sometimes I just wake up in the middle of the night. So if you're having this trouble of sleeping, there are several strategies that you can try. So this is a good news. For example, you can start by reducing the stress through mindfulness practices, like meditation, as I told you, just before going to bed, or during the day, or even the morning when you wake up, and doing some yoga. And try to limit light exposure in the evening, especially from screens, small screens like phones, but even a computer. Consider natural sleep aids like magnesium or theanine, but always consult a healthcare professional first, because you never know what you really need, and particularly the dosage, how much pills you should take. So, for example, theanine can help ease anxiety, stress, and reduce insomnia. And magnesium may promote better sleep in various ways, such as reducing the stress hormone cortisol, increasing a sleep-promoting hormone called melatonin, and helping to regulate neurotransmitters for the central nervous system. So this cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, which is called CBTI, can be also super effective in changing negative sleep thoughts and behaviors, because you don't have to take pills, you don't have to eat something, and it will be a therapy. So it will be really something more natural. So CBT helps you find out which thoughts and behaviors cause sleep problems or make them worse. You learn how to replace the thoughts and behaviors with habits that support a lot your health and that support sound sleep. So unlike sleeping pills, CBT helps you overcome the causes of your sleep problem. So it's really all about the causes, which is at the end finally what you need to figure out, because when you have problem, it's good to tackle them. But if you don't understand the causes, then you can never work on them. And if you don't work on causes, finally the problem is still here, because that's the root. So also create a pre-sleep ritual that helps you unwind, like as I told you, reading a calming book, or even if it's a financial book, even if it's a business book, but something that you know will make your mind calm and will tell you, I read a book because I'm going to sleep. Sometimes what I like to do also is when I feel cold, maybe take a warm bath. This helps my body to feel better. Or listening to sleep music. Sometimes I do that before going to bed. I just listen to sleep music in my Deezer. I just tap on my Deezer sleep and I have some music that helps me to sleep. So just be consistent, because consistency is key. So stick to these habits of reading a book or listening to this calm music before going to bed, and you will see improvements. So for example, I have one of my friends or my mother, for example, that struggled a lot with insomnia. And this has been for years for my mother, for example. So as soon as I told her about meditation and practicing mindfulness meditation, she tried that sometime during the evening, just before going to bed, and it made a huge difference. And also, she also began using blue light filters on her phone, and that's what I did also. She told me to do it. And it's wonderful. You can put these blue light filters when you want, but obviously you can set up on your phone on setting to have it 24 hours out of 24. Obviously, this is the best. And taking magnesium supplement, it's great. I took it every day, and I think you should try because it can have good impact. I will speak to you later about supplements, and you will see, you will sleep like a baby.
What role do circadian rhythms play in our sleep-wake cycle?
So circadian rhythm, it's maybe something that not everyone is familiar of, and is truly important. Our circadian rhythm are like our body's internal DJs syncing our sleep and wake cycles with the 24-hour day. So they're influenced by light and darkness, helping us feel sleepy and awake at the right times. So these rhythms control not just sleep, but also hormone release, eating habits, digestion, and body temperature. So that's why, for example, when you go on travel and then you see that you don't go to bed at the same time, or you don't wake up at the same time, then sometimes you are not hungry at all, or sometimes you are so hungry and you cannot sleep. Sometimes you have digestion problem, your stomach hurts because your digestive system has also a body clock, a clock inside. So there's the digestion system know when you eat, and so because they know when you eat, then obviously there will be the digestion at this time. And also this rhythm control not just the sleep, but also hormone release, as I told you, and body temperature. So it's really important because sometimes you might feel colder or you might feel super hot, but this is also impacted by your sleep. So really, when you have these good sleeping habits, you will see that you will feel better, not only regarding your gut, digestive system, but also you will not feel so cold, you will not feel so hot, and this will impact a lot your day. So when our circadian rhythm are in sync, everything works better, from our mood to our metabolism. Because when you're always cold or when you're always hot, you don't have a good mood. So sleep is so important for your health, but also for your mood to feel good and be good. So keeping this rhythm on track is essential for overall health and our overall well-being. So I have a question for you. Did you know that circadian rhythm are influenced by the suprachiasmatic nucleus in your brain? Yeah, this is a topic that is that not a lot of people speak about, but it's so important because the suprachiasmatic nucleus in your brain is a tiny region in your brain that acts as your body master clock, and this regulates everything from sleep to hunger. So it's just fascinating how our bodies are wired to follow a natural 24-hour cycle.
How can we optimize our exposure to natural light to better align our circadian rhythms?
So to keep our circadian rhythm in harmony and get plenty of natural light, especially in the morning, is truly important. This means that stepping outside within an hour of waking up, even if it's just for a 10-minute walk, just the morning light boosts your mood, your energy, and helps set your internal clock. In the evening also, exposure to sunset light can help signal to your body that it's time to wind down. Even on cloudy days, the outdoor light is beneficial. If you can get enough sunlight, consider maybe why not using a light therapy lamp to mimic natural light. Because if you don't do that, this can lead to some seasonal affective disorder, SAD. And this is a type of depression that typically occurs each year during fall and winter. This means that in winter and fall, when there's a lot of clouds and then it's not so sunny, this is really bad for your mood. So, for example, during my studies, I'm from the south of France, it's sunny every day. I went to study in Switzerland where it's cloudy every day, raining every day, snowing every day, particularly in winter. And this impacts so much my mood. I was totally depressed there because it changed so much. So if I knew about this light therapy lamp to mimic the natural light, I think it will totally change my 3 years in Switzerland. And also definitely taking vitamin D is really important because your body needs vitamin D. Vitamin D you can find in sun, but obviously if you move and you go in another country, then you will definitely see that you don't have this vitamin D intake that you have naturally. So obviously take a supplement. There's some supplement to take once a month and it will boost your energy and your mood, and as well your skin, and everything is related, so it's just mind-blowing. So yeah, these simple habits just can make a huge difference in your sleep quality and overall health. So we should not underestimate that. Just go, for example, me, I love taking for example, morning walks to get my sunlight fix. And if the morning I know that I have meetings or I work, then I go during the day just to have lunch. So what I do is that I take away fruit from just next to my home. There's a shop. I go there and I have a 10-minute walk to go there, 5 minutes to come back home. So it's a 10 minutes during the day, and I just feel so good and I'm so happy when I'm outside under the sun, or just being outside even if it's cloudy. So it's not only great for my circadian rhythm, but also gives me a chance to enjoy some fresh air and clear my mind. So you should try it out, it's a game changer.
Why is exposure to natural light important for regulating sleep?
So yeah, as I told you, natural light is really important, the sun is really important for your health and overall well-being, and particularly for the sleep and to regulate it. But why? It's true, sometimes we might say, oh, we don't need it, or we just don't know, we're not aware of that. But actually, yes, it is really important because natural light, especially sunlight, is crucial for setting our body's internal clock. Morning light signals your brain that it's time to wake up and be alert, while evening light helps tell your body it's time to wind down, calm down, and go to bed. This balance helps regulate our sleep-wake cycle, making sure we are alert during the day and sleepy at night. Without enough natural light, our circadian rhythm can get out of whack, leading to sleep problems and other health issues, like even mental health issues. You can feel depressed and have some problems, even can lead to a lot of problems, because when, for example, your mood is down, then you might not go out with friends, you might not want to eat, you feel not hungry, and this can even lead to just anorexia. Like I had some problems also when I was in Switzerland. I had anorexia because my mood was not there. I felt depressed there. So really, this sunlight is so important. If only I had my habits back in south of France, sleeping habits, eating habits, then I would never go to having this anorexia and all of these mental health issues. So just get outside and soak up some fun. So for example, like just think how refreshed you feel after spending a day at the beach or hiking. You feel so good just because actually you were in the nature. That's because natural light helps you regulate your circadian rhythm, making you feel more awake during the day and ready to sleep at night. You will sleep easier. It's like a natural mood booster and you don't have to take some supplements or pills. The sun is just natural and it's so easy to have it.
What are the best times to get sunlight exposure to support healthy sleeping patterns?
So for the best results, aim to get sunlight exposure in the morning. Within an hour or two of waking up. If it's not possible, obviously, you work the morning, then for lunch, maybe when you will go and take away some food, then you will do some walk. You will not take the car or something like that. If you can, obviously, if you have your home which is close to where you can take away food. So this morning light boosts your alertness and helps you set your circadian rhythm for the entire day. Then you should catch some evening light around sunset to signal to your body that it's time to calm down. And for example, you should go out at 6 p.m. and then just for a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes, just enjoy this sunset. So even a quick 10-minute walk outside during these times can make a big difference in your sleep quality and your overall health. So remember, natural light is your best friend for maintaining a healthy sleep-wake cycle. And what I do as a personal routine is that I make it a point to step outside with during my morning routine, just to have some walk and soak in the sunlight. Mainly I do it now that I'm not at the university for lunch. But before, every morning I went to school by walk at my university. It was a 30-minute walk and it was an habit. It was, I felt really good for the day, because during the day you work, or for students you study and then you're always inside. So it's good just to do some walk. So it's such a refreshing way to start the day when you walk outside and set a positive tone. So in the evening, I also enjoy a short walk or just sit outside, because I have the opportunity to live in a nice place where there is some nature and trees. So I feel good for that, and watch the sunset, because watching the sunset is what I did for the past 22 years of my life. 20 years of my life when I was back in south of France. The most beautiful sunset ever. So just doing that made me feel so good. So it's all about those simple and effective habits.
How does caffeine affect our ability to fall asleep and stay asleep?
This is a good question, because right now almost everyone will take coffee. It's like it was with smoking. Everyone smokes, so everyone wants to be with everyone together. Like especially in Europe, there is this smoking habit and routine where, especially even for students, they will take their break, they will go outside and smoke. And now it's kind of the same for coffee. I feel it's break. We call a break now when we're at work, or in general a coffee break. But caffeine is a sneaky little thing. It blocks adenosine, the chemical that makes us feel sleepy. This can keep you awake if you have it too late in the day. Caffeine can stay in your system for hours, making it harder to fall asleep and reducing your deep sleep. This means you might feel tired the next day. Even if you slept for 8 hours, sometimes you just slept even 9-10 hours, but you're tired and you don't know why. But actually it's because of what you ate, because of what you eat. Food and what you drink are so important to feel energized. So everyone's sensitivity to caffeine is different, obviously. So pay attention to how it affects you. It's not because your friends or your family are taking coffee at 4 p.m. that you, when you take coffee, then you say it's okay, they manage to sleep. Maybe it's not the same. Our body are unique. So everyone's sensitivity is truly unique. And some people can have a coffee at lunch and be fine, while others might need to cut it off by mid-morning even and cannot have it after 11 a.m. So something that I find it quite fun is that, did you know that caffeine has a half-life of about 5-6 hours? This means that if you drink a cup of coffee at 4 p.m., let's say, half of the caffeine is still in your system by 10 p.m. No wonder it can mess with your sleep.
Are there any guidelines for caffeine consumption to avoid disrupting sleep?
So yeah, you need to be aware of the caffeine consumption effects on your body, and maybe have some knowledge about really how it can affect. Obviously you need to try it to see after which time you really cannot sleep, but no worries, there's also some guidelines that you can be aware of, and why not follow them. To keep caffeine from messing with your sleep, try and aim to limit your intake to the morning or early afternoon. As a rule of thumb, try not to have caffeine after 2 p.m. This gives your body enough time to clear it out after bedtime. Experiment with caffeine-free alternatives in the afternoon, like chamomile, which is an herbal tea, or just a decaffeinated coffee. If you like the taste of coffee, it's okay, go for a decaffeinated coffee. And see how your body reacts. Just try to understand your body and see the effects on your body, because everyone is different. So find what works best for you and stick to it. You will see consistency is really what makes your body good. Maybe 2 days or 3 days you don't understand because you stopped coffee at maybe 1 p.m. and you say, oh, it's weird, I still feel tired. Try it for 3-4 days. You will see it's normal. Our body reacts in a consistency basis. So habits are what are the most important. So for example, for me, I love switching to herbal teas in the afternoon. I will take my last coffee at around, I try 2 p.m. And after, during the night also, I love chamomile. What is my routine also with my family is that just before going to bed sometime, we have our chamomile and then we dip our chocolate, because dark chocolate is good for your body. It gives you magnesium, which is really good and which can help you sleep, which can give you everything that your body needs. So I did dive a small chocolate inside deep into my chamomile, and I just feel so good. You can try peppermint also, peppermint tea. So definitely chamomile is my go-to when I want something soothing without the caffeine buzz. It's a perfect way to relax and prepare for a good night's sleep, especially with the chocolate.
What is melatonin and how does it affect our sleep?
So we hear sometimes melatonin from some friends or families that told us about that told that melatonin is really important for sleep. But sometimes we don't really understand and know what is it. So melatonin, in a way, easy speaking, is like the Sandman of our body. It tells us, hey, it's time to sleep. This hormone is released by the pineal gland in response to darkness. So as the evening sets in and it gets dark, melatonin levels rise, making you feel sleepy. They peak during the night and drop off in the morning, helping you wake up refreshed. Melatonin is crucial for sensing our sleep-wake cycle with the day-night cycle. Artificial light at night can mess with melatonin production, so dim those lights in the evening, and please try to not use this phone and computer because it has bad effects on this melatonin level. It's totally disrupt them. And you know what? There's this melatonin that not only helps with sleep, but also has antioxidant properties. It helps protect your cells from damage. So it's not just a sleep aid, it's also a little gradient for your body. We should really be aware of that.
Are there any potential risks associated with taking melatonin supplements?
So you should be really aware when you take any supplements, not only melatonin. But yes, of course, melatonin supplements can help with sleep, but they might have side effects, like vivid dreams or waking up during the night. Long-term effects aren't well studied, so you should consult a healthcare professional before starting, and not only before starting melatonin supplement, but some other kind of supplements. So they're generally safe for short-term use, but start with a low dose to see how your body reacts. Also, keep in mind that melatonin supplements can sometimes affect your hormonal balance, especially, for example, for the youngs, so use them wisely. And for example, I have some friends of mine that use supplements, particularly melatonin supplements, to adjust to a new time zone when they travel abroad. And it's true, it could be really a tip for travelers, because when you travel, obviously your 24-hour cycle is not like usual. You don't have your habits with the not same schedule. Your schedule will be different. So having these melatonin supplements can help. So it helps, for example, reset your sleep schedule, but you will notice that you will have more vivid dreams sometimes. It can happen. So for example, some of my friends just started with a low dose, and then maybe it can be effective for short-term use. So always check with a healthcare provider to see what's really best for you and try it out.
Can you discuss the benefits of practices like meditation, yoga nidra, and hypnosis for improving sleep?
Yes, so as I told you, meditation is really something super important that you should do before sleeping, and yoga nidra is a a specific type of yoga which is really close to the sleep state that I will talk to you just in the next few minutes. So meditation and yoga nidra, also hypnosis, are amazing for calming the mind and the body. They reduce stress and promote relaxation, making it easier to fall and stay asleep. These practices also improve overall well-being by lowering anxiety and boosting mental clarity. For example, doing yoga, or particularly yoga nidra, which is like yoga sleep, we can call it also, is particularly effective, guiding you into a deep relaxation state. And when you're guided, sometimes you do even better than just doing yoga or meditation by yourself. So meditation can be as simple as focusing on your breath, and that's what it's easy to do, because you can just do it by yourself without someone, without a guide. So this is good because you can do it without, and you can do also following a guided session. Why not? You can find it on YouTube. So also hypnosis uses deep relaxation techniques to help reprogram your mind for better sleep, and this, so you will need someone, so it's another level. And as my personal experience, I've been practicing yoga and meditation for a while now, and it's truly a game changer for me. It's like a mini vacation for my mind. So I just lie down or sit down, and for example, I just feel myself, I feel my breathing, and I go also at yoga classes. I love doing that at least once a week, and this will be a listen. I just sat down, doing some yoga poses, and I listen to the teacher. So it will be a guided session, and I feel my body and mind completely relaxed. It's perfect for winding down before bed, for example, but my yoga session sometimes I can do it during the day. It's fine for me too, so you can try it out also. And this, for me, ensures that I get deep and restful sleep.
How can non-sleep depressed NSDR techniques help in resetting our nervous system and enhancing sleep?
So it's really a good question because once again, not everyone is aware about NSD techniques, which is non-sleep depressed. And these techniques, like for example, as I mentioned, yoga nidra, yoga sleep, or just meditation, bring your body into a deep relaxation state without actually sleeping, so you're still aware. This helps reset your nervous system, enhancing focus and alertness during the day. So if you do that in the morning, for example, during the day you will feel more focused and more alert. But obviously you can do it by night and this will help you sleep easier also. And this helps making it easier to sleep really deep if you do it by night, maybe once a week, or you can even try it even if it's a short timing, maybe 5 minutes before sleeping, why not? So regular practice is the most important. This can improve sleep quality and overall health by activating the body's rest and digest response. It's like hitting the reset button for your body and mind, allowing you to tackle the day with renewed energy and calmness, or after going to bed easier. So I once had a super stressful week, which I had sometimes quite a lot during my university period, and my sleep was all over the place. You know, when you're stressed with your studies or your work, you just can't focus on your sleep. And you will say, it's okay, I just want to succeed, so I will truly focus on my studies. It's okay, I can work. I'm in my work. I will work until 4 a.m. And then I try to wake up at 11 in the morning, or 1 a.m. But still, I will be totally not in my schedule phase. And so it's truly bad because also when you go to bed finally at this time in the middle of the night, then your body will not be sending signals to your brain saying, hey, it's night, because it was night already previously. So when I had this super stressful week, then I really tried to do more meditation, and then now it's part of my habits. I do yoga once a week, a guided one, and breathing session when I'm alone at my home. So it's made really a huge difference. I felt more balanced, less stressed, and my sleep quality improved dramatically. It's such a simple yet powerful tool.
How does the timing of exercise influence sleep quality?
So exercise has also an impact on your sleep quality. Yes, you might think foods, as I told you, for example, what you ate, if it's a lot of processed food, too salty, too sugary, and what you drink, too much coffee, then it impacts. But what about exercise? Yes, exercise impact also. Exercise boosts sleep quality, but timing is key. Morning workouts can help set your circadian rhythm and boost alertness. Exercising too close to bedtime, though, can raise adrenaline levels and make it harder to fall asleep. Aim for morning or afternoon workouts to reap the sleep benefits without disrupting your bedtime. Evening workouts are okay if they are not too intense and you finish at least a few hours, 3 hours before bed. So for example, for me, I love starting my day with some walk when I can, because when I go to the gym, same again, I go and walk, or some yoga session, meditation session. It wakes me up and sets a positive tone for the day. I know, for example, I did my workout, I went out, then I can now focus on my work. It gives me a positive tone. And on days when I work out in the evening, because it can happen, I have my meetings and so on, and everything is set up for my morning and my day. So I go by night, but I make sure to finish at least 3 hours, 4 hours before bedtime to avoid messing with my sleep.
Are there specific types of exercise that are more beneficial for sleep?
Definitely, there are some exercises that you could see that they have more, they benefit more your sleep. But once again, you should try it. For example, aerobic exercises like running, swimming, and cycling are fantastic for sleep. They reduce stress and anxiety. Strength training and yoga are great too, as they help relax muscles and promote calmness. For example, after a weightlifting session, you will be so sleepy because you just want to sleep because now your body is really drenched, and so you will sleep better. Also, gentle activities like stretching or Tai Chi in the evening can help prepare your body for sleep. Tai Chi, for example, is a practice that involves a series of slow and gentle movements and physical postures. It's a meditative state of mind and controlled breathing, a bit like yoga. So find what works best for you and mix it up. Regular physical activity is key to maintaining good sleep and a good health. So, for example, I found that for me, a mix of cardio and yoga works wonders for my sleep. Obviously, when I do strength training, I feel totally drenched and then I will sleep like a baby. But also, when I do cardio twice or 3 times a week, I feel that it gets my heart pumping so much and releases endorphins, while yoga helps me wind down and relax. So it's all about finding the right balance and sticking to this routine and this habit that suits your lifestyle.
How does exposure to screens and artificial light at night affect our sleep?
Oh yes, as I told you before, being on the computer, on the phone is not good. But why? It's because screens and artificial light, especially blue light, can mess with melatonin production and delaying sleep onset. This can disrupt your circadian rhythm and lead to poorer sleep quality. Blue light from phones, tablets, and computers mimic daylight, tricking your brain into thinking it's still daytime. Reducing screen time before bed and using blue light filters can really help. It's also a good time to dim the lights in your home an hour before bedtime to signal to your body that it's time to go to bed and to sleep. So, for example, me, I don't have blue light anymore because I have these blue light filters. And also, when I'm looking at my computer, I use my glasses. So, really reducing screen time before bed and using blue light filters helps so much. It's also a good idea to really dim the lights that are in your home an hour or more before going to bed. Like that, your body knows that, okay, it's time for me to go to bed. So, for example, I think a tip that helps me a lot and that you should do is really switching to night mode, for example, on your devices in the evening. Because when it's night mode, you don't have the notification and you don't have this feeling of checking your phone. So you will see just putting just also into night mode if you don't have the blue light filters all day long. This will reduce the blue light exposure and makes it easier for your brain to get ready for sleep. Also, you should consider, so as I told you, reading some pages of a book or just listening to a podcast instead of scrolling through your social media before going to bed.
What strategies can we use to minimize the negative impact of technology on our sleep?
Yes, now that we live with technology, yeah, obviously it's great because technology is a game changer in our lives, but it has negative impact also, and the most negative impact is on our health. So to combat tech's impact on sleep, use blue light filters, as I told you, on the screens. Cut down screen time before bed, maybe 1-2 hours before going to bed, and create a relaxing bedtime routine. Set a digital curfew an hour before bed to signal wind down time. Try these blue light filters, just that you can find on your setting, or there's some apps or features, and swap screen time for calming activities like reading some pages of a book. You can, if you feel cold by night, just take a warm bath and practice meditation. So establishing a tech-free zone in your bedroom can also create a more restful environment. So for example, as I told you, I always have these blue light filters, and then also each night I will put my phone in airplane mode. Like that I don't get any bad effects from the phone. So you could also set your phone on do not disturb mode an hour before going to bed and put it away, like that you don't receive notification. And instead, just I enjoy, as I told you, I love enjoying herbal tea, reading some page of a book, being with my family, and do some gentle stretching. So really create this tech-free wind down routine, and you will see this will significantly improve your sleep quality, and it has significantly improved my sleep quality.
What are some effective supplements for improving sleep quality?
So if we want to talk now about supplements, definitely you should check with a health professional, but some great sleep supplements include magnesium threonate, theanine, and apigenin. So one of the key reasons apigenin is considered beneficial for sleep is its potential to elevate anxiety and stress. This can help relax your body and improve sleep by supporting sleep-promoting neurotransmitters. Magnesium threonate also crosses the blood-brain barrier to calm the nervous system. And theanine reduces stress, and also apigenin from chamomile induces calmness. But always consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new supplement to ensure there's the right one for you. And you should also try, because sometimes it could be too much, sometimes it could be not too much. You don't, after a few weeks, you don't see the benefits, then it means that you can increase your dosage. And something that I find quite cool is that magnesium not only helps with sleep, but also supports muscle relaxation and stress reduction. It's like a little miracle worker for your body. I personally take some magnesium pill, and this really helps my body. I feel better. So this is also my game changer for my sleep.
Are there any potential side effects or considerations to keep in mind when taking sleep supplements?
Definitely, you should be super aware, because supplement is, you can find some kind of natural supplements, but it's still something that your body will take on top of your normal eating and what you eat in a normal basis. So sleep supplements can have side effects like vivid dreams or morning grogginess. So start with a low dose and see how you feel. And always consult with a healthcare professional, especially if you have health conditions or take other medicines. Remember, supplements should complete good sleep habits, not replace them. The balance is the key. It's important to focus on creating a healthy sleep environment and creating a routine first. So I once tried a higher dose of some supplements like magnesium or things like that. And while it helps me for my well-being, sometimes I felt that finally it was just some boost, and then after in the long run it was not something good for me. So you should just adjust the dose. It's really important, and know like that this dosage is just right. So it's all about finding what works best for your body and making sure it fits into your overall sleep strategy. So there you have it. We've covered everything from the importance of sleep, how to improve your sleep quality, understanding circadian rhythm, which might be a new way of which can be something new, managing our intake, particularly caffeine, and the role of light, which is so important. Also, how to use supplements and techniques like meditation or NSDR, that now you know what does it mean. And remember, sleep is the foundation of our health and well-being. By making small changes and establishing healthy sleep habits, you can transform your sleep and in turn your life. Sweet dreams, and keep biohacking your way to a healthier you. And also, just a final tip, don't forget to track your sleep progress. Use maybe a sleep journal or a tracking app on your phone to note what works and what doesn't, because if not, you will just forget it. So this can help you fine-tune your sleep routine and make adjustments as needed. Your future self will thank you. So if you found today's episode helpful, be sure to follow Mind and Body Habits on YouTube and on Instagram. Like that, you will check out our new projects and stay tuned for more of our amazing work. So if you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and leave a review on YouTube, because your support helps us reach more people and continue creating valuable content. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube and on Instagram, Mind and Body Habits, to stay updated on future episodes and get more content like this. Stay tuned for our next episode. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for listening to Mind and Body Habits episode 2. I'm Victoria Dant, and until next time, take care and stay well.